Yo, what up, guys? This your boy T-Dub. What's players in the sports? We are here again. Round two. Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward. Was it a robbery? Controversial decision. Alright, so if you did not watch my last video, I called this one a slight edge after watching the fight the first time for Kovalev. I thought the knockdown was the deciding factor to getting him that victory. I think one of the biggest issues was the scorecard. Now, think about it. If the scorecard would have said we have a split decision, would people have been as mad? If it was a draw, would people have been as mad? The fact is, because all scorecards ran the same and it wasn't a blowout scorecard, people start calling it a robbery, a controversial decision. Just one of those judges could have saw the other way and it would have been a split decision. So that's something just to think about. But my initial watching it, with everyone else, with all the commentators being one-sided and Letterman's scorecard being something that you could just throw darts on. I think he would literally listen to the fight and just throwing darts, and that's how he was giving rounds, or maybe he was just heavily favoring Kovalev. But I could not really agree with his scorecard. Maybe a couple rounds here and there, but overall, I'm not sure what he was actually watching. But like I said, everyone has a perspective. You know, when you watch a fight, sometimes you're looking at the fighter who you favor to win, and you watching what he lands, or you watching what the other guy lands. You know, and then you just have people that don't know anybody, and then they just watch it, and then they just get drawn to a person by who's doing good at that time. So I gave this to Kovalev, first view. I thought the knockdown was the deciding factor. So what I did, which I said I was going to do last night, I came home, well actually went to sleep, woke up, watched the fight with no sound. No interruptions, no commentating, because the commentating was definitely, like sometimes with Ward would land some really nice body shots, do some body work, land a jab on top, or try to come with a 1-2 here and there. You didn't hear a lot of oohs and ahs, but every time Kovalev landed anything, it was like, oh my gosh, the World Series! And it was very steering one way. Alright, so I'm watching the fight now with no sound. Alright, so some of these rounds I could decide on, okay, I thought he took this round, but I'm not gonna lie, there was maybe 3 or 4 rounds in this fight to where I'm like, man, I hate to be a judge and judge that round. But I'm telling you, guys, go back, watch this fight with no sound. Matter of fact, since we all know what happened in round 2, you know, you can watch that with no sound as well, but watch from 3 to 12 with no sound. I think sometimes we let early things in fight dictate our mindset going forward. So let's jump into round 2 where the problems seem to start. Alright, it was, I think, a jab from Kovalev that seemed to wobble Andre Ward. Well, when I watched this fight with no sound, you can really see how things happen. It looks like Ward was actually trying to counter Kovalev's jab. Kovalev kind of had his jab out there, and you see Ward kind of slowly move, and he tries to counter with a right hand. But the thing is, Kovalev threw a 1-2 behind it. The 2 didn't land it flush. If it did land flush, square on, Ward probably would have still been laying there today. But it actually hit with kind of somewhat palmist fingers the way he hit him in his face, and the sheer fact because Ward was trying to counter, got caught off guard, and he was hit close range with that power shot, it settled down. Definitely a good shot from Kovalev. And watching this fight, it really was a chess match. Everyone was thinking at all times. Really good feinting from Kovalev, really good feinting from Andre Ward. Now, what I could tell is Kovalev wanted to keep Ward at the end of his punches. He wanted him right there. So whenever he comes with it, he catching all of that heat. And Ward wanted to get inside. I believe he felt he was the better boxer. He got in, and also it takes away from Kovalev's power, because if he can't stretch out with those shots, he can't stretch out, he's having to do this, it takes away his power, and Ward believed he was a better inside boxer. Now, let's get to the holding. I haven't heard a lot, but I have heard some say that either Andre Ward was holding or no, it was Kovalev holding. Now, Both of these guys did do their share of holding. A lot of times you saw a lot of power struggle. There was time when Kovalev had him and just ran him to the ropes. And then there was time that you see Andre Ward would maybe hook one of Kovalev's arm. They both had a share. I thought inside fighting, I thought Ward did a lot better. I could see this fight going either way, believe it or not. I can see if they would have gave this to Ward, well, they did give it to Ward, he won. If they would have gave it to Kovalev, he won. It really was that type of fight. Ward really did get some of those rounds back that was probably not given to him by Letterman and whoever else was calling the fight. It was a close fight. You can't be mad at anyone. If they would have, like I said, if they would have called this a draw, would you have been mad? I would like to see it again. I'm not sure if they're going to make it right away, but I definitely like to see it again. But guys, like I said, it's your boy T-Dub, What's Players in the Sports. Appreciate you guys watching, taking time out of your day. Hit the subscribe button, like, and share. As always, get at your boy. Pow!
Let me be clear.